All right, what's up, guys? So, this video, we're going to do a little experiment. And so I've actually got it plugged up, charging. Actually, it's done charging right now. I'm going to do a little experiment and try and see how many miles we lose on a charge. So let me unplug this thing. Let's go in here and let me just set this down. Let's go in here and check out what we're looking at here, where we're sitting at for charge. So we are at 81%, which is fine because I'm not doing a road trip. I'm just going to do a test on this, just driving around town and such. So right now we are at 81% battery. And let's take a look at how many miles that comes out to. Should be around 260, something like that, perhaps. If I change that to distance, 266. So it's telling me I've got 266 miles available for my charge right now. So if I change this, that's actually going to calculate it for me right there. Since last charge, it should give me the mileage and all that kind of good stuff. Just for the heck of it, I'll reset the trip as well. That way I can get an idea of how many miles I actually get on this charge compared to the 266 that it tells me that I'm going to get based on my 81% that I've got right now. So anyway, I'm only doing this as like a thing for around town. I have no I don't have any road trips or anything. Swipe. I don't have any road trips or anything planned at the moment. Actually just took a road trip to Atlanta. I didn't really calculate miles and all that kind of good thing. But we're going to do this for around town, so that's why I've got the battery charged up to 80%. We'll get it down to around maybe 20%, and I'll periodically check and see what we're looking like as we go along during this little experiment. All right, guys, it's been not quite a week since I charged the car up to 81%. Let's go in here and check and just kind of get an idea where we're at, how many miles we've lost on this charge. So it was at 266 miles, I believe, when I charged it up previously. And now I'm at 164 miles. It was 165. So it's around 164, 165 miles remaining at, I don't know what the battery percentage is. Let's take a quick look here. Let's go, nope, not navigation. That is, so we're at about 50% battery. Okay, I'll change it back to distance. So it says we're at about 164 right now. So let's take a look. Oh, don't care about tire pressure. So trip miles, since my last charge, I'm at 77 miles basically. So if you put 77 and then 164 together, you're looking at about a 25 mile loss there. Keep in mind, and whenever I finish this up, I'll mention it as well. We're also in the heat of the summer. It's super hot. You see it's 86 degrees just inside the garage right now. It's supposed to be near 100 this week. So whenever I'm driving it, I'm going to be cranking the crap out of the air conditioner. So I'm going to be using the air conditioner a lot. There has been some sit time. I've had about 2-3 days where I haven't even driven the car. So I imagine maybe I lost a couple of miles at that point as well. But anyway, we'll check back in the closer we get down to around 20% and kind of see where we're at. All right, guys, it is time for the big reveal. Let's see how many miles I actually lost on this last charge. It's been a little over a week now, maybe a week, 10 days, something like that. And if you remember correctly, we started out with, it was around 80%, 81%, and it was at 266 miles left on the battery. We're now down to 13%, and let's take a look and see where we're at here. All right, so we are down to 13% left, so it's time for me to charge this thing up. Let's go and let's actually check our miles. So let me scroll, let me change this to distance, and I've got 44 miles left. So with 44 miles left, let's take a look at, since last charge, so I've driven 157 miles. So 157 miles, add that 44 miles on, we're at 201 miles is what, ultimately, that could change if I kept driving in a good or bad way. But I'm at, according to this, I'm going to get realistically 201 miles out of this. And I started out at 266. So I lost 65 miles in here somewhere. So with that said, I expected to lose maybe 40 miles, 50 miles. 65 miles to me is a little much. But as I think I mentioned earlier, it's 92 degrees out right now. It's been in the mid to upper 90s really for the last week. So it's been really hot. And whenever I'm driving the car, the air is cranking. So I'm definitely using the air conditioner quite heavily. And there's been a couple of times, I'll have to admit, I haven't really driven very conservatively around town. It's a Tesla. I like to gun it once in a while. Not too often. I do it in a safe way. But yeah, so I've lost 65 miles. Not horrendous. And a little bit expected. Again, a little more than I was hoping for. But I'll be curious that whenever the temperatures cool off in the fall, maybe kind of doing this again. And seeing if that changes a little bit, if it gets more down around the 40 to 50 mile range of loss, depending, just not having the heat to deal with and all that kind of good thing. But anyway, that's enough for this experiment. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it gives you guys a little bit of additional information. It was kind of eye-opening for me, just kind of giving me a realistic idea of what kind of mileage I'm actually going to get out of my battery, at least in the heat of the summer. Middle of July, Middle Tennessee, super hot. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you are looking to buy a Tesla, you can always use my referral link, which I do have down in the description. If you do that, then when you take delivery, you'll get 1,000 free supercharge miles, and I will as well, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you in the next video.